Hi, comic book fans. I've just got back from a nice 4-day break in Suffolk. The weather has been fantastic for the UK. We did a lot of cycling. I cycled over 100 miles in the 3 days that we were there. And when I came home, there were lots of comics because I'd ordered lots of comics when I was before I went away, and they all arrived when I came back. Right, so I'm going to do two videos. The first video is all about Marvel Fanfare. So I think I explained in one of my previous videos that I'm a collector, and I'm also a completist. So if I start collecting something, I tend to like to get them all. So the other week, I bought this bundle of comics, cheap comics, and in that bundle was a beat up copy of Marvel Fanfare number 8. Okay, I'd never heard of Marvel Fanfare, but I looked through this beat up copy and I really liked it. One of the things I liked was in the back, it has a gallery of drawings by Bill Sienkiewicz. I noticed the paper quality was excellent and that there were no adverts, which was really unusual. So I did a bit of research into Marvel Fanfare, and I discovered that it was produced between 1982 and 1991. It was published bi-monthly, so one every 2 months, and there were 60 issues. So that's just the type of thing I like to collect. You know, it's a sizable run to collect. And it had a single editor throughout the 60 issues, a guy called Al Milgrom. And the concept behind Marvel Fanfare was great. I mean, it was an expensive comic. So it was $1.25 in 1982, where the standard price for a comic was 60 cents. So this was like double the price of a standard comic, and even when it finished in 1991, I think it ended up being $2.25, when I think most comics were $1. So it was about twice as expensive as other comics around at the time. And there were a few great things about it. They printed it on premium magazine sort of silky paper. There were no adverts. And also they paid the creators a 50% more than they would get working on any other comic. So the whole thing was set up really, really well. And the other thing I like about this, of course, since I wanted to get them all, was they're not expensive. Okay, so I began to buy a few, and I picked up about 5 or 6, and I was looking on eBay, and in the listings up comes this thing saying Marvel Fanfare issues 1 to 60 complete set. And there was a guy in the UK who was selling all 60 of these for £100, which is not bad. It's about £1.50. £1.50 a comic, a bit less. That was quite reasonable. Anyway, so I thought I'd try my luck. So I put and it had best offer. So when I had best offer, I always make an offer. So I offered him £75. Shipping was free. Okay, and he accepted. So he sent me all 60 Marvel Fanfares. They're all in near mint condition. Somebody has collected these and tended and loved them for the last 20, 30 years. So I've picked these up for sort of like 60 comics for £75, so like £1.20 a comic. These I got them, so effectively I've got them for less than their original cover price, and they're over sort of 30 years old. Plus, there are 1 or 2 comics in here that are collectible, and I've got a bit of value to them. Right, so having said all that, I'm just going to quickly flick through 60 Marvel Fanfare covers with you. Right, another thing I like about these is, of course, because there's no adverts. There's quite a lot of them with wraparound covers because they didn't have to put an advert on the back cover. So quite a lot of these have got wraparound covers, which I really like. Okay, so here we go. It starts off with Spider-Man in the Savage Lands. So we've got Spider-Man and Sauron there. Really nice cover. That's Marvel Fanfare number 1. Marvel Fanfare number 2, again, it's Spider-Man in the Savage Lands. He's some sort of spider beast in this one. And this one, if you watched the previous video, this is one where I bought one of these on the internet. I think I paid about £5 for it. And when I opened it up, I discovered it was signed by Chris Claremont and Mike Golden, who did the artwork on this one. This isn't that copy. This is the one that came in the 60 comics that I bought as a set. Okay, number 3, again, this one's got X-Men, Sauron again, and we're in the Savage Lands. And then finally we've got X-Men and Sauron again on issue number 4. Issue number 5, we have a Doctor Strange issue. And I think this carries on to episode number 6, where Doctor Strange appears in this, but also we have got Scarlet Witch and Spider-Man, a really nice cover there of Scarlet Witch carrying the body of Spider-Man. Okay, number 7, and we've got some Hulk and Blob, I think that is, on the cover. And then number 8, which is the one that I mentioned started all this off. This is a much better copy than the one I had previously. As I said, all of these look near mint to me, and this has got the Bill Sienkiewicz gallery in it. Quite a few of these have got galleries in it by different artists. Really nice. Okay, number 9, and we've got some Man-Thing occurring. Right, these next 4 comics are the money books, okay? And that's largely because we have got Black Widow. Of course, we've got the Black Widow movie at the moment. This issue contains Black Widow's origin. The one that's got some real value to it is this one, which is number 11, because it's got the first appearance of Melina Yokanova. I think that's her name, but she's known in the comics as Iron Maiden, and she appears in the current Black Widow movie. So this is her first appearance. And the next one has her on the cover. I think that's her in the background there, Iron Maiden. First cover appearance. So those Black Widow ones, I've seen those selling as a set for about £50. So, you know, I picked the whole of this lot up for £75. Next up we have another Black Widow cover. This one's really nice. You can see Black Widow reflected in the mask on this other character. Then we've got a nice Fantastic Four Scarlet Witch Vision cover, and I like this cover. This next cover, it's quite a nice little story. This one, it's got the Thing on it, and the main story is largely about April Fool's Day with the Human Torch pranking the Thing. Okay, number 16. Actually don't know who that is. Number 17, same character. This little sketch up here is Al Milgrom, and he sketches himself in there. Next up we've got quite a nice Captain America cover. Number 19. I mean, I do need to read through all these because they do have some hidden gems inside these. Number 20, which has got a really nice Thing cover. Number 21, and I do like this cover. This has got Thing, Hulk, and Doctor Strange. That's a really nice cover. Next up, we've got a couple of issues with Iron Man and Dr. Octopus. And up next is 23. It's another Iron Man Dr. Octopus one, and that is a wraparound cover. So you get on the back of this, you get Dr. Octopus. Right, we then got a very strange three comics. I had to look this up because I didn't know who these characters were. These characters actually, this is something called Weird World. And I think this is by Mike Plug is the artist on this one. And there's 3 issues of this. So it's Weird World again. And then finally another Weird World. I'd never heard of that, but it's a sort of magic realm that Marvel has. Okay, and like this next cover as well. This is a really nice Daredevil cover. Number 27. Number 28. I don't know who that is. Is it Nightwing? I don't know. Number 29, a really nice Hulk cover. Number 30, so we're halfway through, Moon Knight. That's a nice Moon Knight cover there. Then we've got a couple of issues with Captain America and the Yellow Claw. So there's Cap, and then you can see the claw in the shadow on the wall. And this next one, you've got the Yellow Claw gripping Captain America. We then have, I think we've got Wolverine on the cover here. I'm not sure who the woman is. We've then got some, this looks like sort of Knights of Old type thing. Is that character Vorstrang? Big guy with a beard. And number 36. Number 37. This does have Thor, and I'm not sure whether this is Loki on the cover or not. I'll have to read it and find out. Again, number 38. Don't know who that is. Number 39. This is Hawkeye. So you can see we've got a huge range of Marvel characters appearing here. I presume this is Angel. We've got another Doctor Strange on here, and don't know whether that character coming in to see him on the horse is Nightmare. Imagine it is. Then we got a nice Spidey cover, and Spidey in his black suit. This one's got a bit of value. With them a really nice Nemo cover. Sort of Nemo meets Japan. Shogun, yes. Namor meets Shogun. Then we got a nice Iron Man cover. I think this is a wraparound cover. It's really nice. Then we've got number 45. Al Milgram's taking photos of all the main Marvel heroes, and it says all pin-up issue. I'm going to have a look at that one, and let's have a look at the pin-ups. Marvel Fanfare 48. We've got the Fantastic Four on it. Marvel Fanfare 47, and we've got Hulk and Spider-Man together. And then the next up we've got Marvel Fanfare 48, and this is a really nice She-Hulk cover. Yep, Marvel Fanfare 49, I have no idea who this is. Somebody with a pistol. Marvel Fanfare 50, and it looks like we've got the X-Men. There's Beast down there. Marvel Fanfare 51, and this has got Silver Surfer. Marvel Fanfare, there's 3 issues here which I think feature the Black Knight. That's 51, 52, and finally 53. Marvel Fanfare 55. I'm not sure who this is, but it's probably X-Men. All right, and then final issues. It's all Sheena, the She-Devil, who I quite like. There's some nice covers here of Sheena. Sheena She-Devil. She's in a leopard skin outfit with a snake wrapped around her. Marvel Fanfare 57. And we have Sheena again with a snake wrapped around her. Different pose. And finally, then we got Marvel Fanfare 58. Again, we've got Sheena She-Devil with a lion in the background. And then we've got Sheena She-Devil again in Marvel Fanfare 59. And then we have the final issue, number 60, starring the Black Panther. Okay, so I've got a lot of reading to do there. I really like the artwork on some of these. I like the quality of the paper. I like the fact there's no adverts. I like the galleries. I like the wraparound covers. Highly undervalued series in my opinion. So I hope you've enjoyed this and enjoy the rest of your day. Enough said.